Hamptons. Just is what it is. Hub House. So we announced, she announced, so we covered it on Sunday. Lindsay Hubbard is with a Hub Cub and is keeping the boyfriend, his identity a secret. So smart. Well, she has now done another interview, I believe, or has spoken out somewhere, saying that she did not call Carl to let him know she was pregnant. Why would she? He can find out with the rest of the world on social media. And that she does not care what Carl thinks, and she's not looking back. That is a relationship in the past, and she does not look back, and she is only looking forward. All of this, I mean, I'm just, this is going to sound crazy to me. I don't really find Lindsay so thirsty. For all the people that hate me and block me, I don't really find Lindsay so thirsty. I think these are great, 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 great responses to everything. But what I really thought was great from her is that this is my favorite line of her in the interview, or she said, Carl's emotions are not my responsibility anymore. I actually say that in life all the time. I don't say it about someone I broke up with. I just say, your emotions are not my responsibility. It's like that age-old self-care statement of, when someone wants you to do something, now I'm not so great at this, but in theory, when someone wants you to do something and you don't want to do it, you just say, thank you very much for the invite. I just don't feel like it. No, thank you. That is really how you handle it. I say that all the time in my head, and then I usually make up some lie. Really bad. So for all those booking me on the weekends, not for the career coaching, not for the podcast coaching, not to talk Bravo, which that seems to be the hottest category now. You guys are booking me. You can book me for an hour or 30 minutes. We can talk one-on-one Bravo. But for those of you booking me for the life coaching, which there are some, I love spending my weekends doing this coaching per hour. Really, I should take my own medicine because you're just supposed to say, thank you for the invite. I just don't feel like it. I'm not there yet. I usually make up a fucking lie. Isn't that sad? And then the lies get so detailed sometimes. Anyway, there is that. There is that. By the way, this whole Teresa photoshopping herself with Larsa, now it's going viral and it's going all around the world. And I mean, they're putting them in the family van with Vicky, and they're putting them in like the table flip with Teresa. I don't even know where else they're putting them. But the point is, do we really care? I don't even understand the point of this whole, I don't even understand the point of this whole, I don't get it. Like, I don't even understand the point of the Photoshop fail. And I certainly don't know why it has now gone viral. Someone texted me and said, is this Teresa's way of announcing that she is going to be doing a new podcast with Larsa? No, Teresa is not doing a new podcast with Larsa, although I heard that Larsa is shopping around a new podcast and she wants a new podcast. Not with Marcus. What a shock. I mean, everybody wants a podcast these days. So that's not so shocking. There you go. By the way, Bethenny apparently has responded to Luann. I forgot to leave that out, just to her saying she's hurt, just saying, oh, I wish her the best of luck. And I think she referenced one of her skinny girl drinks. So good for Lindsay Hubbard. I agree. Carl's emotions are not your responsibility anymore. I think her statements are so good. Chanel Ayan has slammed Melissa Gorga. This happened a few days ago, but fell to the bottom of my list of things. Like, do I care about this? Slammed Melissa Gorga, says there is no way that you have more followers than Teresa Giudice or Kenya Moore. So Chanel Ayan from Dubai has slammed Messy G, saying Teresa is the queen of Jersey. She must have more followers than you, as must Kenya. I mean, we all thought Messy G bought followers, but I think Teresa does too. I talked about this on the show once before. At one point, whatever Teresa had, if Teresa had 1 million, Melissa had 1.1. If Teresa miraculously moved up to 1.6, Melissa had 1.7. If Teresa had 1.9, Melissa had 2 million. She always had just a little more than Teresa. So I think Chanel Ayan is up to something here. She's on to something, I mean. Slamming Messy G and says she don't care. She don't care about if Messy G gets mad at her. By the way, Chanel Ayan, by the way, God, I can't fucking speak today. By the way, Chanel Ayan, here, comma. God, what is wrong with me? By the way, you have bigger things to worry about than Melissa Gorga's fake Instagram followers because 235 people have watched The Real Housewives of Dubai. More people listen to an episode of the Behind the Velvet Rope than are watching The Real Housewives of Dubai. We have a problem, people. We actually have a problem. I know what you're all going to say. I get it. Everybody who watches Miami loves Miami. Everybody who's watching Real Housewives of Dubai is loving the Real Housewives of Dubai. That, I don't know what you want me to do with that. I can wipe my ass with that. Not much more. Because the bottom line is, there was 330,000 watching the Real Housewives of Dubai. Now it is 235,000. I would like to drop a footnote. Can we really use the week of the 4th of July, where 4th of July is that Friday? Can we really use that week or the week before as like the benchmarks for the show? I mean, look, it wasn't great news, but if it stays at 235, which is a new season low, series low, I mean, guys, why start watching? People ask me what they should watch. My advice, don't start watching The Real Housewives of Dubai. There is absolutely no point in you watching it. It will be canceled. It's going to be canceled at 235,000 viewers. It is over. Say goodbye to The Real Housewives of Dubai if it continues to have 235,000 viewers. It is the season of Stanberry. When Stanberry was on my podcast, I'm going to reissue this episode. Do not have to go look for it. I'll reissue it. She talked about her time on Ladies of London, and she said, look, it doesn't have to all be about me. I'm not making it all about me. So she says, she's like, the ladies, my castmates have deemed me the bitch. Everything's about me. This just is well, now it seems like from this season, from what I've been watching on The Real Housewives of Dubai, did anyone else notice this whole season is about Caroline Stanberry? Does anyone notice this? I feel the whole show is about her and Ayan making up, and Lisa Lon is so jealous of her, Stanberry and Ayan making up, that she's angry. Everything is about Stanberry. So we have this is like Ladies of London Part 2, as far as I'm concerned, but she actually acknowledged and talked about my podcast. I will reissue that, so you don't have to go find it, everyone. Jeana Keough, we all know a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever, did that Photoshop. I mean, come on, girl. You don't look like this. And there's a couple other Bravo celebrities, 2 people, one person in particular that I'm friends with.